forwards, welcome to Winton as we take you to the core of another volcanic V8 Supercar round. It was simmering as Ambrose blew them away in the Queensland heat. Now it's boiling. Stowe Brothers in 4 days went from DQ to OK. Their on-track rivals are fuming. If you think this series is building to an explosive climax, then get ready, as Winton will be wired like never before. Round 7 of the V8 Supercar Championship on your home of motorsport. Country Victoria to say hello to the V8 Supercar Championship Series. This is the first real regional round in the series. Later on, of course, we go to Bathurst and then Simmons Plains in Tasmania, but there's a country feel here, and Winton is just as cold as Tasmania or the mountain for that matter. Today's schedule is 300-kilometre race as we build up to the big enduros, 33 starters, 100 laps. The pit window. This will be very important and will be highly dependent on safety cars and indeed the weather, which we'll tell you in just a moment. But it's 2 to 73. Stop for fuel and tyres. As for the weather, a maximum of 14 expected today. It's been up and down all morning, in fact, as the sun occasionally comes through broken cloud, but there is the chance of a shower or two. Let's look at the championship points, which has been very interesting because Marcus Ambrose had 192 in the bag, then he lost them, then he got them back again, so that's the picture ahead of Stephen Richards. Jason Bright yet to break 1,000. Rick Kelly not far behind. In fact, a bit of a sandwich here. Greg Murphy still in the fight, but still not happy with the car. Further down the order, Paul Wheel. Craig Baird, watch for him today. 13th in the championship and going a lot better than that. So too is Mark Skate and indeed Brad Jones. As we go down to Tony Longhurst, who's not been qualifying well, but has been racing extremely well. Warren Love and Stephen Johnson have shown improvement too this weekend, but this man, the top of the pops, his first pole in the V8 Supercar Championship, the first for Team Kiwi, and it was no flash in the van. Better, you won't get that in the pocket, but you just might get a race in your pocket at the end of the day. Tremendous result there.
And this is the way they're going to line up this afternoon. We've got a situation where Craig Baird leads this field. That's fantastic for the championship, a new name at the top of the tree. Then Garth Tander, Stephen Johnson, Marcus Ambrose, Russell Ingall, Mark Scaife, Jason Bright, Bart Weiner, then McConville and Lowndes in the top 10. Shuffled after a small technical infringement with that car. But let's have a look at this Winton layout. 3 kilometres this circuit, and a picturesque little track it is, surrounded by green, wet grass this weekend with a top speed of about 225 to 230 kilometres per hour. A reasonably slow average speed and a lot of tight, twisty turns. The track was extended several years ago. Here they rejoined the old track, turn 3, 4, 5. Great sweeper in the middle of this place. Fantastic for spectators. One of the reasons why Winton is so popular here in Victoria. Turn 10 now joins what was the new track, I think, in 1997, down to 11 and 12, back onto the new pit straight. Let's go on board now with Mark Scaife in the HRT Commodore right in the hot seat for turn 1. Third gear. Look at the wet verges. That's been the story of the weekend so far. Fourth gear for the run down towards turn 3. Approaching at 190 kilometres an hour. 95 k's across the face of this one. Squeeze the throttle, be careful of the wet edges and the painted ripple strips. 95 again, building back up to 185 kilometres an hour. Balancing the car now at about 140. Squeeze the throttle back up to 155. Listen to all the throttle work. Very, very busy racetrack this one. Turn 7, 8 and 9 are very slow. 70 k's at the apex. Second gear. You must be patient or you force the car into understeer. Turn 9, a lot of lock. Easy on the throttle. Can't ride the curving today. Down to turn 10. Second gear. This is opposite the pit complex. Always a good indication of how well your car's working if it brakes, turns and drives well out of there. Fourth, briefly to fifth. Bumps here on the approach to 11. There they are. Second gear. the apex, squirt the throttle, back up to about 120, back down to 80 again, second gear, onto the pit straight, third, fourth and fifth, flat shifting all the way. That's a hot lap of Winton.